Hello, Packard Fam here, and welcome to a new video that I plan to do for the people of the this is already messing up badly. For the people with the demo, or possibly people who are going to get the game soon, for Alternative Ultimate Custom Night. Now, just keep in mind that these are for only the top 10 characters. I am not covering the others until later on when I have the cap removed. So please bear this in mind as I go through how to defeat these top 10 monstrous beings. Now, if I just pull up the game right now, which Audacity should still be recording, the top 10 characters are as follows: Nightmare Freddy, number 1 Crate, Endo-01 or Adventure-01, Bonnie, Twisted Foxy, Withered Foxy, Handy Unit, Freddy, Security Puppet, and Withered Freddy. Now, what I'm going to state right here is that this guide is not for everyone. Of course, not every guide is going to help everyone at the same time. So keep this in mind. Now, I would like to state that you must learn the controls of the game in order to help yourself get familiarized with the strategy. So I will read the characters for you, and then we will go from there. Nightmare Freddy is almost the same as he is in Ultimate Custom Night. There are only 2 minor differences. 1, he moves faster, and 2, if there are no Freddles, they won't appear if the flashlight is on. Which, if you use the flashlight on the Freddles, they go away, thus preventing Nightmare Freddy from coming. Number 1 Crate climbs through your vents and can only be stopped with the snares. There is a 10% chance the snares will fail. If it does, close the front vent. If number 1 Crate gets to you, he will stand in front of you, making it hard to see. Adventure Endo-01 is super easy. He stands in camera 01, get it, and drains your power. If you turn on the power generator, he enters the multiverse waiting for his next attack. He announces his attacks with, "Come on, join the party!" So I wouldn't worry. Bonnie moves through the ducts and goes very fast. Bonnie will go to whichever duct is open. Bonnie will confuse audio for an open vent, so use that to keep him at bay. He will stand at the duct and wait for it to open if audio is playing it. Twisted Foxy is above you the entire night. When he is ready to attack, your roof will start to leak. If your roof is leaking, turn on the heater to keep Twisted Foxy from biting your face off. Withered Foxy is almost the same as Nightmare BB in Ultimate Custom Night. When you see his eye patch flipped up, shine your light on him. Once you do that, he will mess with your light so he can leave in the darkness. Handy Unit will ask you to enter certain numbers. Do it in the time provided, and Handy Unit won't summon Enter to eat you. Freddy climbs through the vents at a slow movement speed and picks a random one to attack at. Freddy is not affected by the audio. Security Puppet will slowly wind down the music box, keep it winding it up to keep him from attacking. Make sure to change the music regularly. If Security Puppet gets bored of the music, he will wind it down twice as fast. Withered Freddy will stand in your office when you flip down your monitor. Use the mask to help to make him leave. He will not kill you if you're in the cams. He will only attack the second the timer turns into an even number. 02468. Yeah. Now, here's how I would start with this. I suggest keeping your camera system on duct, because therefore you are able to keep an eye on Freddy and Bonnie at the same time. However, this could lead to a problem if you're not careful, because Withered Freddy can hunt you down if you're not paying attention. What I'd keep in mind for is if Freddy is in the middle of the 2 ducts, I suggest playing the audio in the other vent Bonnie is at. Oh no, let me try to explain for Bonnie. So let's say he is at let's say he's heading towards an open vent. Okay? If you close the vent, he will go to the opposite vent. However, if that closed vent is playing audio, Bonnie will be attracted towards it, thus confusing it for an open vent. Now keep this in mind for Freddy, as he will come down at a slower pace than Bonnie does. I suggest once he is closer to the middle, or if he's at a certain vent, opening, or path, then you can switch the audio and let Bonnie go to the other duct. Number 1 crate. He shouldn't be too much of a problem. As long as you don't switch between the vent system and the duct system, you should be fine. Should be Gucci. As he doesn't cause much distraction unless you check if he's entered the office or not. Although he doesn't appear a lot, so I wouldn't know what to say about him. Endo 01 is super easy. All you have to do is press the number 1 key on your keyboard, since that's power generator. Yeah. Another suggestion I have in mind to offer is don't keep the fan on. That just wastes your power and is utterly useless for the top 10. None of the animatronics in the top 10 are affected by temperature or the fan. So keep it off. Guys, this will help you with battery. For Twisted Foxy, whenever you see drops of sweat or drops of water or whatever you call it, I suggest pressing 3 to activate the heater in order to repel him. Well, it's not a suggestion, it's utter logic. However, this can come with risk. If you do keep it on, well, or more should I say, if you keep it off while you're looking through your cameras, Twisted Foxy has a chance to slip in, which will be fucking sad. Yeah. However, as you're going through your camera systems, I suggest making sure to keep an eye on Nightmare Freddy, as the Freddles don't stop if you're keeping your eye on them. You have to use your flashlight to repel them, or else they will keep coming and thus spawning Nightmare Freddy. Withered Foxy. Now, as long as you aren't facing absolutely to the right and flash your light, you should be fine. But just make sure that it's not directly onto Withered Foxy unless you see his other eye, which then you will need to flash a light on him. However, if Withered Freddy comes in and you successfully put on a mask, which I suggest pressing the X key in order to put on the mask quickly without the mouse. If Withered Freddy comes in while Twisted Foxy is poised to attack, it will take a while for the effect of him leaving to take place, as it might be a slight minor visual glitch, but I'm not sure. Handy unit will be as simple as it is. You have to type the certain numbers that he provides within the short amount of time that you have, which will be, I believe, will be around 5 seconds. If you are a fast typer, then you are good to go, but I suggest practice until you can get it. Now, Security Puppet will be the death of you here in this 1020 mode. He's going to be constantly draining the music box, so you will have to keep switching between 5, 1, and 3 in order to repel the 3 animatronics that are required for those numbers. 5 being Global Music Box for Security Puppet. 1 for Endo 01, 3 for Twisted Foxy, and 5 for Security Puppet. Now, as long as you don't waste too much power and know when to time your numbers or switching the systems, you should be fine to go. However, this can be slightly problematic if you are not paying attention. If you ever get distracted, Nightmare Freddy, Withered Foxy, Twisted Foxy, Bonnie, Freddy, practically anyone, if you are distracted, well, not number 1 crate, he's utterly useless. Everyone else, well, either Endo 01 is also not too much of a big worry. If you do not pay attention, 8 of these characters will kill you. You have to be constantly aware. You must pay attention. That is the key to these kinds of games. Pay attention, focus, and trial and error. So you got Bonnie. So here's a strategy. Bonnie and Freddy are in the same duct system. Use the vent audio to keep Bonnie at bay at a closed vent, and when Freddy is about to enter the path of another vent, use the audio to switch it. Click the audio to switch it to the other vent so Bonnie can go to that one. And once Bonnie is close enough, therefore, you can close it and keep him there until Freddy is poised to attack again. Twisted Foxy isn't too much of a big deal as long as you constantly keep switching on the heater. Endo 01 just drains your power, but shouldn't be too much of a problem if you don't let him drain your power. Number 1 crate is kind of useless still. Handy unit, you just need to type in certain numbers. It ranges from 1 to 0. So, as long as you are fast and remember which systems that you had it on before. Well, if it's not, then once you finish handy unit, switch back to either 1 or 5 unless the drops of water are coming down, because that means Twisted Foxy is poised to attack. So switch it to 5 or 1, and I suggest if you press 5, wait a few seconds and then switch on the power generator for another few seconds as well, and then switch back to Global Music Box, which should help you out with sparing your power as long as possible. Withered Freddy, as long as you flip your camera down when it's an odd number, or should I say, when it's not at a 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0 in the seconds meter or timer, then you should be fine as long as you press X afterwards to flip on your mask. However, there is also another glitch, or possible glitch, but I think it's intended. If you see Withered Freddy in your office, and you flip up your cameras once more, and hopefully Withered Foxy won't be there. If you flip up your cameras while Withered Freddy's in your office, and he's poised to attack, he will not attack you in the cameras as it states in his mechanic. He will not kill you if you're in the cams. You can use this to help you can use this to help yourself time your mask just right. However, do not get distracted too long for this, as other animatronics can kill you while you are busy timing it. And I think that's pretty much all I need to say. That's pretty much all I needed to say, to be honest. So, I hope you enjoyed this small little guide. And, yeah, I will see you all next time, which I may be streaming tomorrow night, if you are lucky to see it. See y'all next time, and let's hope we can get 40 characters, as I currently have 35.